Yo, what's going on everyone? Today we're going to check out what might be one of my favorite decks from this set so far. It's fun, it's different, and it's built around a combo I never expected to work this well. First off, huge credit to Blurbles who brought this deck to a recent Pokemon tournament. Absolute legend. The moment I saw this deck list, I knew I had to make a showcase of it because it's way too cool not to share. The star of this deck is Walking Wake, a card I honestly overlooked when it first revealed. Because, let's be honest, dragon types are slowed, multiple energy requirements. Its attack does 60 damage to the active Pokemon, and 20 damage to every Pokemon on your opponent's bench. That's a crazy amount of spread damage. Sure, you have to discard an energy, but that's where the deck gets really clever. Walking Wake pairs perfectly with Flareon EX. Flareon already wants fire energy from the discard pile, so what looks like a drawback ends up being a huge advantage. It's one of those combinations that feels incredibly obvious once someone points it out. The deck's game plan is surprisingly clean. Use Walking Wake to soften up the board, pick up a knockout where you can, and stack damage across the bench. Then, when everything is in range, bring up a weakened target with Cyrus and let Flareon EX finish the job. It's simple, effective, and honestly, just really satisfying to play. Now, let's talk about the list itself. We're running 2 copies of Flareon EX and 2 Walking Wake. The deck also plays 2 Mantike, which might look strange at first, until you realize we're only running fire energy. Mantike gives us access to the water energy we need without forcing us to split our energy because, let's face it, that's slow. And you have to gamble. On top of that, there are some really interesting tech choices. Ogerpon helps us deal with sleep effects, while Klefki provides extra disruption by removing an item. One thing I especially like is that you can combine Cyrus and Klefki, creating turns that can be even more disruptive than a traditional Guzma play. Overall, this deck feels incredibly creative. It has a clear win condition, some clever synergy, and a playstyle that's different from almost everything else in the format right now. And of course, we've got EV Bag for healing or extra damage, and Sada to get energy from the discard pile when we need it for our Walking Wake. If you enjoy seeing unique decks like this, make sure to like and subscribe. Alright, going second into fire. And we start Mantike. That's beautiful. And we have our Walking Wake, so that's a perfect start. Now all we need is an Eevee. So hopefully this Pokeball is our Eevee. What are we going against? Wow, they're filling it all up. Okay, this is very interesting. Okay. The Darumaka. So I can only assume that this evolution will have some sort of coin flip, which is why the Victini is here. And we know why these 2 guys are here. Charge on the Moltres. Alright, Walking Wake down. Pokeball, Eevee. Yes, let's go. Alright, hopefully this professor gets me my Umbreon. Not Umbreon, Flareon, wow. And it does, beautiful, we like that. We're going to add energy to our Eevee and Splashy Toss onto our Walking Wake. This way we have some energy ready to go on our Eevee. Flip 2 coins. His attack does 40 damage for each heads. Yes. Got it. Nice. Nice. We like it, we love it. Okay. Now, this Moltres might become a liability for them, because I will be doing 20 damage and it'll be susceptible to Cyrus. We're going to go here, place our other Eevee down, evolve, just gonna put damage everywhere. Here we go. Yes, yes, yes. And we're gonna discard fire energy, because the only way to get water energy onto Walking Wake is our man type, and that's already gone. Now, if we want to Professor Sada into our second Walking Wake, we have to let go of this water energy. Nice. He's gonna reflip. Okay, only 40. Alright, we can stop this turn. We're just gonna keep attacking with our Walking Wake here. Alright. Do I put this Ogre Pawn down? None of them afflict burn, so this is just decoration at this point. We're just hoping for that Cyrus at this point. And finish the game with Mr. Moltres. Yeah, at this point my opponent we need to rare candy into a Charizard and use 30 Flame Patch, but you're only limited to 2. Alright, hopefully we get Sada this turn since they came up here. Oh, no, we don't need it. GG's. Okay. Say less, my friend. This deck feels so good. It just works so well together. I didn't think it would. And we're going to combust and GG's, my man. Game over. Have a great day. GG to my opponent. That was a fun game. Walking Wake is just so fast when you start that Mantike. It's just such a nice card, putting damage everywhere. Makes EXs on the bench just a liability if Walking Wake gets to attack early in the game. Right? The Walking Wake start is not our best. So we're gonna go Klefki so we could retreat if we need to. We'll keep our Walking Wake in our hand for now. Ooh, Suicune with fire. This is interesting. What's going on here? This is spicy. Alright, let's thin our deck a little bit, and then Professor. There's the Mantike we need. That's wonderful. Let's see what Professor gives us. We have ourselves an Eevee, exactly what we need. And the Flareon already ready to go. Now hopefully this Klefki becomes useful later on in the game. Spoilers, it does not. Game. But for now, it's just a bench warmer. There we go. What do we got here? This is really interesting. Fire with Suicune? What are we running? Oh, that makes sense, of course. I got scared for a second there. The trauma with Misty. Sorry, my dude. If that's your only way to get energy for Suicune, you're kind of in the dumps. We're going to evolve Flareon here. We're going to retreat and get to smacking. Here we go, sweeping below. Alright. This has got me intrigued. I need to see more. What are you running? It's only seen the Misty so far. And what? They're running something so weird, and they're breaking so hard because nothing else has come down. Okay. Alright, we're gonna continue just bashing with our walking wake. I have no other reason to play anything else. Now if they don't play a bench, this is over. They're playing both and they break so hard on the energy. Okay, I see what's going on here. Oh, this is why you don't play dual energy. This is the reason why. Unless you're playing colorless, like this is just going to be a liability. Now, I think I'm gonna Sada here, so I can place energy on my Flareon and be ready to battle a possible Blaziken. I'm not sure if they have it. They should with this amount of cards. Okay, here we go. Get our 2 coins, some damage on the Torchic. There it is. Here comes Mr. Blaziken. He should have a Flame Patch. If he doesn't, then he can't attack. He does have a Flame Patch. Okay. Alright. Now, question is, do I want to use the EV bags for healing now? Or do you all want to increase my attack? Ah, yes, Ogre Pawn is key right here to avoid the burn. Let's get rid of this. So Walking Wake. Klefki right now is just clogging up my bench. I wish they had an item so I could just discard it. Yeah, I have to use it for healing. I have to use it for healing. And hopefully we can get our other one next turn. Yeah, all of these are useless to me right now. But he has to retreat or heal. So you have Sabrina. No, Copycat. No Sabrina. No, I've heard a lot about this Blaziken Greninja deck, but why put Suicune in there? That makes no sense. Alright, GG's. Yeah. Saw the writing on the wall there. Alright, we're going to Star Mantite. We're going against Fighter. This is probably a Lucario deck. Let's see where we go. And it is. Okay. I'm going to risk it. They could Sabrina me here. I really would love a Walking Wake top deck. That would be amazing. Okay. Alright. Walking Wake, Walking Wake. No, Flareon, okay. Huh. I could just be aggressive here. I think I am. And a copycat. Hopefully we get our Walking Wake. Walking Wake. Yes, let's go. That's right. Beautiful. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, he's expecting. He doesn't have it. He would have put energy up here and evolved. Alright. So this first Riolu is going down. He expected that Riolu to go down. That's why we put energy in the back. Alright. Professor. Another Walking Wake. Should I risk... Put the other Walking Wake down. Should I risk losing the water energy to Sada next turn? Because he might already have the Lucario and he will... he might not be able to take it out right away. I'll still be alive, so this is fine. Next turn, unless he... No, this is not an EX, so not... Arena of Antiquity won't work. Karina won't work right here. This saves him from a Sabrina. So yeah, I'll be alive even if he attacks for the 90 here. And I'll attack once more and get rid of the water this time. So when he takes me out, I can Sada into this guy. Oh, I forgot. He has 1 point. I can't do that. I'd have to go into Flareon. Now the question is... do I go into Flareon now? I think he's just gonna Karina next turn and Arena of Antiquity. I can just Eevee bag next turn. Okay. Got it. Hopefully that's a good plan. There we go. And if he Sabrinas, I just give him the other Walking Wake. Spot? Question mark? X speed. Now I need a Cyrus. Got it. Yes. Oh, how wonderful is that? Now, hopefully... Oh, they can't Cyrus me next turn. How wonderful is that? All of our energy is ready. And we can Cyrus next turn. What are we gonna do, buddy boy? Koraidon. Wow. That is a turn of events I did not expect. GG's to my opponent. That was an incredibly good play. Wow, I am thoroughly impressed. No, GG's, you got it. It's all yours, my man. Alright. Okay, we start Eevee. We would have preferred a Mantike because we already have Walking Wake in hand, but we'll work with it. We're going against fire. Okay, Blaziken Greninja once more. They have either their Blaziken or Greninja already. Mantike, Mantike, Mantike. Oh, please give me a Mantike. Yes. Lovely. Here we go. Walking Wake down. Put down our Mantike, and we're going to retreat into Mantike to our usual play. Splashy Toss onto Walking Wake. Alright, we're going to take our first point here. I'm going to evolve. Get that ready. And we can start combusting by next turn. Yeah, let's do it. Could have combusted then. But I wanna keep my options open for the Eevee bag. Okay, so they drew the Blaziken earlier. This definitely tells us. Does he have rare candy is a question. Okay. You need a cape, or you need to heal. This Blaziken is out next turn. And that's that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Walking Wake, taking the win again. Alright, as you guys can see, the deck was really fun. It's very versatile, and it's just so satisfying to put damage everywhere so fast with Walking Wake. I appreciate you guys coming through. If you like this deck, please let me know in the comments what you think, and don't forget to subscribe. See you guys later.